All right. I apologize. I seem to have been having issues with my mic. Um, yeah, let me know if you guys are having issues with hearing me. It seems like my levels were low. I'm not sure exactly why. I'm trying to figure this goddamn thing out. I was having a bunch of issues. As you guys know, if you guys have been watching my podcast, I was having a ton of issues with getting some vibrations in the background or some static in the background. So I was really just trying to fiddle with the mixer and try to figure it out. Uh, I am not one of those guys that am super tech savvy with this type of fucking equipment. So yeah, shout out to everybody that's here bright and early. I'll be going for a full hour for the next little while. And you get an echo? You getting an echo? Fuck, man. Let me see what's going on here. Give me one sec. Oh, it doesn't seem too bad. Okay, good. Yeah. I appreciate you guys let me know. Yeah, again, not super tech savvy, trying to figure all this shit out on my own. But I feel like I figured out the static issues on the actual podcast. So the next one's coming out should be a lot better than what you guys have been getting ever since I renovated the studio. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's up with me, nice, bright and early. Usually I like to go through my bets first real quick for you guys and then hop back and get through the chat. So that's what we'll do right now real quick. And then I'll get to all the questions and stuff. Let me just tweet out real quick that we're actually live. I don't know how many people are down to be doing this thing live so early, but here we fucking are. Let me just tweet it out one more time. Here we go. All right. Yeah, good to go. All right. So I got a couple of bets today. Hopefully they don't go as bad as they did fucking last time. Last Saturday I had an absolute shit show of an event, probably one of the worst events that I've had. But I've definitely come back from worse, that's for sure. And that's what we're here for. We're trying to turn things around. We're trying to get 2021 kicking off in the right way. And thankfully with the UFC, we're getting 3 events in 1 week. So I didn't have to wait too long to really get this back. All right, I'll go over my bets real quick. Again, I got my lock of the night play as Munir Lizez, 5 units at minus 220. A little bit chalky, but I don't mind it here as I believe that this is a tailor-made matchup for Munir Lizez. I'm seeing a lot of people almost over-exaggerating, in my opinion, the jiu-jitsu abilities of Orly Alves, and also on top of that, his wrestling abilities. I feel like it's not as good as people are making it out to be. Obviously, could be live for a first round sub, but again, it's going to be harder to get Munir down than most people are making it out to be. So I got that. And then a dog of the night play, I got the Magny versus Chiesa under 4.5. I got 1 unit at plus 125. It's a bit of a hedge per se. So I also have a play on Neil Magny and Ricky Simone in a parlay 1.5 units at plus 119. And I do think that Magny is live for a late finish. As you guys, if you guys are on the Patreon, you guys will see what my props are for that play or for that fight. But I do think he's live for a late finish. But in case Michael Chiesa goes out there and gets a submission within the first 2, worst case scenario, we're down minus 0.25 units in that fight. I think both guys are live for finishes, and I truly think that Michael Chiesa's path to victory is only within the first 2 rounds. After that, it should be on Neil Magny. Another bet that I have is Victoria Leonardo and Manon Figuereto. I'm going to absolutely butcher that name. I got the under 2.5 there at 1 unit at plus 165. I think that's a great line. I truly think it's going to be Figuereto that gets the eventual head kick knockout, hopefully in that second round. But I think there's a ton of value on that under 2.5. And then 2 more bets I got is the Villanueva and Mohea fight to go under 1.5. I put 1.5 units at minus 111. I think that's a solid spot. Either guy's getting finished. That's kind of the way that I'm looking at it. And then lastly, I just made this bet last night, kind of a last minute bet for me here. It was Tyson Nam to win via KO, 1 unit at plus 150. I think that's a solid fucking spot as well, given the durability issues of one match. Now, let me get some water in this bitch real quick. Yeah, your boy was up all night. I didn't sleep a peep last night. One, I was excited for the fights, and two, I wanted to really get cracking on that UFC 257 event that's coming up this weekend. Really fucked up and kind of slacked a little bit per se. I should have been done the podcast by now, but I'm not. I still got a lot to go through. I have about 4 breakdowns up on the Patreon right now, or sorry, I will have about 4 breakdowns up on the Patreon very shortly for UFC 257, and then I'm going to be finishing up the rest of it after the event today, and the full podcast should be up by this evening, early tomorrow morning. So make sure you guys look out for that. All right, let's get to the questions. Shout out to the 34 people that we already got in here. You fucking savages. I appreciate you guys chilling with your boy nice and early on this Wednesday morning. Your boy booked a day off from work too. There's no way I was going to be logging into work at fucking, normally I start at 7:30, so I'd be working by now, but no fucking way. I want to get baked. I want to chill. I want to sit back. I want to, not worry about having to like do work. So we're just going to sit back and watch the fights today. All right. Shout out to Gabe, shooting your boy $5. Really appreciate that. Not really taking super advantage of the super chat here, but yeah, I really appreciate anybody that does shoot your boy a little bit of a donation. Much appreciated. A lot of work goes into this shit, so I'm sure you guys already understand that, which is why you guys show out for your boy on a week-to-week basis. But yeah, Gabe is saying, I'm supposed to be working too, Locke. I'm not working right now, and I booked the day off. I'm a good employee. I made sure I booked a vacation day a couple weeks ago. As soon as I knew that we were gonna have a Wednesday event, I'm like, nah, I'm not working. Fuck it. And I told him straight up. So thankfully, I was able to get the day off, and I can just chill and do my own thing. Yeah, Gabriel saying he's supposed to be working. Fred P, you got any bad and losing picks for me? If you faded me entirely last week around, you made some very good money. So go ahead, try to fade me this time and see how it works out for you. I'm hoping that you're going to be the one losing money if you do end up fading me, but we'll see what's up. Martin is saying there is an echo. A lot of people are saying that there's not. Average Joe is saying, what time is it in Canada? So obviously Canada has about 3 or 4 different time zones. I'm in the East Coast time zone, EST, which means right now it's 7:42 a.m. I feel bad for those guys on the West Coast because they usually get the good side of it. I mean, they usually, like, whenever we have like a regularly scheduled card, we have those 10 p.m. Eastern main card start times, whereas on the West Coast it's 7 p.m. So you guys are done the event by like 9:30. Whereas us on the East Coast, sometimes we're up to like 1:30 watching these fucking events. So it's finally our time to get a little bit of benefit. I mean, especially those UK guys. I'm sure you guys across the pond are even more thankful for having like a midday card or whatever the fuck time it's going to be for you guys. But yeah, for me right now, it's 7:43 a.m. bright and early. Fred P, thanks for the confirmation that my sound is all good, even though you started off with some little hostility here. But I get it. I had a really shit event last time around. Sean Sanford has let me know it's not bad. Neil, the security guard, I really appreciate you coming out as well too. No Echo, I appreciate that. Ryan Lee, what's going on? Again, you fucking savages coming out nice and early to support your boy. I appreciate it. Martin, it is terrible what you guys talking about. Interesting. Maybe it's just you, Martin. You the man luck of the night, scotch in the coffee. No scotch for me. I'm gonna be hitting up the Mary Jane as soon as I'm done with the stream. So that's kind of my choice when I want to go have fun. I'm not really about that whole hangover life. You know what I mean? I'm not a big drinker, but I do definitely like to get up there, if you guys know what I mean. Yeah, Fred P. The troll is telling me other trolls are trolling me, so I appreciate it. Neil, the security guard. Martin probably has some jacked up speakers. All right, that's probably what it is. You know what? No, Martin is a loyal viewer of the live stream, but if he's the only one really giving us issues, then not giving us, but if my audio is only giving him issues, then I don't really know what to say. I apologize, Mr. Martin. Oh, he had Dustin Chaput. What's going on, everybody? And what's going on, dude, man? I appreciate you hopping on nice and early as always. Martin's saying I'm using headphones, and then he says, oh shit, I had 2 tabs open. I appreciate it, dude. Making me fucking freak out over here. Dustin saying, I'm here from Sal Vetri Patreon. Can't wait to get started with MMA Lock of the Night. Sal Vetri is a G. I'm a big shout out to him. I really appreciate him bringing me onto his platform to start doing some DFS stuff, MMA wise, for his channel. That episode, the first episode, is going to be dropping tomorrow on his channel. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this new journey that I'm going to be on, going onto his channel. And yeah, his speaking of Patreon, my Patreon's popping in terms of having about 242 active patrons. Salvetri's got it down. The guy's in the 600s, you know what I mean? So he's making some good guap off that, and he has a loyal following. I'm hoping that I can get them just to be big as big of fans as me as they are of him, and I'm hoping to bring the same type of quality and proper insight to his channel as well too. So shout out to all the Salvetri army. Y'all are going to be a part of the MMA Lock of the Night army soon enough as well too. Martin is saying, no echo. I appreciate it. Average Joe asking what my thoughts are on Mohea round one sub. I think it's live. You know what I mean? But I also think the Villanueva KO round one is live as well too. The spot that I like the most is the under 1.5. I mean, I don't know why you want to go out there and pick a side here when you can just take the under 1.5. That's where I think the safest spot is. Mohea could absolutely snatch up a sub. You know what I mean? He's going to be the bigger dude in there. However, I just did not like the fact that he was one of the last guys on the scale and he looked a little bit sucked out. So that might have a little bit of an effect on him come fight time. But yeah, my spot for that fight is definitely the under 1.5. Greg Love, dude, what's going on, dude? Coming out nice and early. I love it. What's up, Lock? Going for violence today. Nam and Lazez inside the distance. I agree. I absolutely agree. And he's reminding y'all, if you guys are watching this, if there's 40 of y'all watching this, make sure you guys hit that like button, because it definitely helps your boy out, especially right now when I don't think that there's anybody else really even doing anything. Yeah, appreciate you guys. We got 13 likes so far. Let's step that shit up. Hit that like. Come on, guys. All right, let's keep it going. But yes, I do agree. I do like Nam and Lizez to win inside the distance. Dustin Chaput, what's a good DFS play on DraftKings? Well, what you gotta be a little bit more specific about, if you don't mind me asking, is which game you're really looking at. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's a bit of a different stylistic approach and strategic approach when you're going for a head-to-head, a 50-50, or a tournament play, right? The spot that I like the most, to be honest, is probably Ricky Simone. I know he's a little bit expensive, but I truly expect him to get this guy out of there really, really quickly. So, you're going to get those points for the first round finish. You're going to get a takedown as well too in there. In terms of other guys that are like live for first round finishes, maybe even Ike Villanueva. I think he gets that finish relatively quickly as well too. I think he'll definitely live up to his price tag or his salary, I should say. And then Munir Lizez, another one. Again, these guys are kind of expensive. Maybe not Ike as much. I think he's more in that middle range. But yeah, that's where I'm looking at. Another thing also, I found this one to be a little bit more difficult in terms of trying to track down dogs and proper guys that are within the 7,000 range or lower 8,000 range that will give you good value. Yeah, not many dogs I see winning tonight, or not even tonight, in the next couple hours. So yeah, this is a little bit of a harder of a slate, in my opinion, for DraftKings. Martin saying, fuck work, hit blunt. Yes, that's what I'll be doing very, very shortly. Icy White Boy, what's going on, dude? That's why Central Time is best. Yeah, Central actually has it good too. I'm not mad at that. I do believe you're right there. Derek Z, I love this 9 a.m. start Montreal time. Usually I'm falling asleep, and now I'm pumped on coffee and ready to go. Shout out to my guys over there in Montreal. I love Montreal. Such a great city. But yeah, we're on that East Coast time, baby. I'm on the same boat as you, buddy. Dustin to put Maine native here fucking early, but I'll do it for MMA. I've always wanted to go to down to Maine. I'm a very scenic dude, and if I'm not mistaken, Maine is very scenic, and there's a lot of shit to see in terms of nature and stuff. So yeah, I'm down with these early cards. If you guys are like old school fan, not really old school, but like fans from like 5, 6, 7 years ago of the UFC, you remember that they used to have days where they had 2 events in one day. Like in the morning, they'll have an overseas event that started at like 7 a.m. or some shit. And then in the evening, they'd finish off with the North American card. So you like had the middle of the day, you had a couple hours to just, recharge, do your own thing, and then get back to it to watch some events. I wish they would do that more often, but whatever. I'll take a Wednesday card. I don't mind that either. Greasy Kyle, bright and early, baby. Yes, you boys up. I had again. I said at the top of the stream. I did not sleep last night. Your boy been up the entire time. Ryan Wilson asking for a safe parlay. Let me see what I can hit you with, my guy. Again, just kind of looking over the best fight odds real quick. I like me some Munir Lazez. I like me some Lerone Murphy. I like me some Ricky Simone. I like me some Sumadarji. And you can throw Umar in there if you want. But I also like Manon Ferriot. So that's a decent little parlay there for you. I hope that helps you out. All right, let's keep going. Average Joe is saying, yes, sir, bro. Weed better than alcohol. Yes, I do agree with you, brother. Bumbleclot 24, light that up. Let's get this money. Yes, sir. I hope that is true. Jake is saying, this is great. Yeah, dude. I'm trying to provide you guys that content right before the fights are about to begin. That's usually what this MMA Lockcast Live thing is all about, is giving you guys that fight day coverage. Normally I do like 1 p.m. Eastern for like a 7 p.m. card, but got to make an exception, you know what I mean? Bradsky, what's good? Look up and at him early. That's dedication for sure, brother. Again, I didn't sleep last night. Just saying. And he meant to say lock up and at him early. Yes, sir. New setup is fire. Dude, I appreciate it. I want to put a bunch of, like, you want to be proud of what you're putting out there for content, right? And the one thing is visually, how does it fucking look? How does it sound? You know what I mean? I'm still working on my audio game because I don't really know how to fucking work this mixer thing, but I'm definitely working on it. But visually, I pride myself on being one of the best guys out there to put the meticulous work into it. You know what I mean? So appreciate the love there. Dad man, what's going on, dude? Martial arts fan is saying take a couple of shots with the herb every now and then. Nah, man, I don't like mixing that shit. That's not my style. James Zimbler, where's that douche that said Max Holloway broke his thumb? I actually no, I didn't block that dude. I gave that dude a warning. If he comes back around here, I'm trying to remember what his name is, but if he pops up and tries to start some shit again, I'll definitely remember him and I'll definitely block him next time. I blocked people from before. There's another guy that I didn't even give a warning to. I blocked him right away. There's somebody that was saying that Tony Ferguson got hurt and that fight was off with Charles Oliveira leading up to UFC 255, and I'm like, fuck you. Do not fuck with the fight like that. And I blocked him right away. Danny Sajo, what up, Block? I'm over here at work, not giving two shits. Fights are on, baby. I appreciate you checking me out, Danny. Make sure you guys check out Danny Sajo. He's a solid dude, solid capper as well, too. Kind of new to the scene, doing some good shit over there on PSR as well, too. Dustin Chaput, smoking a blunt as I watch and making some lineups. I credit a lot of dudes that are able to go out there and make like 100 and 150 lineups for DraftKings. That's not going to be my style at all. I'm going to be more of a maybe 5 to 6 lineups max in the tournaments, and then maybe 15-ish lineups in head-to-heads and 50-50s. That's going to be my approach. I don't have that patience to go out there and make all these hundreds of lineups. Is that what your thing is? Let me know, Dustin. Derek Z, Breeze and Lazez parlay. I love me some Breeze. I think he's a top 10 talent for sure. But I got to go out there and see him make actual, go out there and beat guys. You know what I mean? Go out there and showcase how good he actually is. Up until that point, I'm staying the fuck away from Breeze. I think he wins. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, mentally, I need to see where he's at first. Is Murphy good on DK? I think he's kind of expensive, is he not? That's the issue there, and I think he goes to a decision. I'm not sure if he's going to live up to that salary, but I think there's other guys that are much better around that price range that will probably give you more points. Ryan Lee, who's to lose more likely, Sumadarji or Lazez? I think Mudarji might be more likely to lose because I think people are just writing off Zaruk Adashev just off the bat just because he got put out so quickly. And on the flip side, we saw Mudarji go out there and put out somebody pretty quickly. But that fight could get dragged on a little bit longer, and we could see Adashev possibly making it closer. I see a wider path to victory for Adashev than I do for Warley Alves. Warley, I just see, he has maybe 3 minutes to get this fight done. Whereas Adashev, as long as he stays conscious, which I think he will be able to for the majority of this fight, he's going to be a little bit more live to pull off the victory. Martin, did you see the size difference between Mudarji and Zaruk at weigh-ins? Looked like Mudarji facing off against his child. Yeah, Zaruk is a small dude. He's like 5'3", 5'4", something like that. And Mudarji's already tall for this division. So yeah, it definitely was a huge size discrepancy there too. Derek, see, this early start reminds me of watching one championship for Singapore. Yeah, even when the UFC used to go to Singapore and China on the regular basis, they used to have the same time frame as well. So yeah. Bo Benton, what's up, Lock? It's overs only. So pumped for this card. What's going on, brother? Overs only is a G. Make sure you guys go follow him on Twitter as well too. I'm pumped for this card too. I'm pumped for any fucking card. You guys know me. I'm a nerd for this shit. I don't care if it's Jessica Irons, Cynthia Calvillo in the main event. We got money on the line, and at the end of the day, that's what matters. Fred P. People from Europe about these bright and early comments be like, for sure, yeah. Finally, a card that's not 5 a.m. You got to be a real MMA fan to be a fan over there in the UK or the European side, because y'all got it fucked in terms of this time thing. But this is the one time where you guys are probably just chilling and you're like, all right, now the North American crew has to figure out how this morning thing goes. Hunter Silvers need Jones to pull it off today. Hopefully Davis is undisciplined, as I think he is, just a natural freak. The only thing that's scaring me off of Davis, to be honest, is the fact that he hasn't fought in a while. I believe October 2019 is the last time we saw him against Thomas Gifford. And yeah, Jones seems like he has some solid potential, but I think the speed is going to be what kills him here. And even Davis has acknowledged that he knows he's the much faster fighter here. And I believe that's going to allow him to kind of focus on that and make sure that he centers his game plan around that to land the bigger shots. And I actually think he's going to be able to put out the lights of Mason Jones here. But I have no personal money on it, at least no official money on it. So I'll be pulling for you just as a fan. I'll pull for you there, Hunter. Figuereto, Dalcha, and Nam Parlay. The Dalcha side kind of scares me off a little bit. This is going to be the first time we see Dalcha at 185, and that makes me a little bit hesitant here. But I like the other two for sure. Danman. That's why I moved to BC. I work graveyard shifts, so I'm happy that I get to at least catch the prelims. Shit. I need to go out to BC. I'm really looking forward to one day going out there. I'm a nature man, and I need to see those mountains in person. Greg Love. By the way, I usually bet after the weigh-ins, but I checked it out. Saturday's prices I had to hit Otman Azatar inside the distance plus 225 or 2.25 to 1 odds. Yeah, Otman Azatar is a solid guy. He came out, he came through for me last time against Kamalworthy first round KO plus 400. Could you guys believe that? The majority of his wins coming by first round knockout, and they priced it at plus 400. Absolutely insane. Took full advantage of that. He's coming from 5 TKO, 4 KOs. 4 of them in the first round. His opponent's coming off a bad KO loss in 2019. Yeah, Matt Favola has very questionable durability, and Otman Azatar absolutely has power. And I apologize if I'm kind of just speeding through some of these comments. I'm trying to catch up to the live. That's it. Dean Bushell, 11:50 p.m. in Australia, and I also put in leave days for the remainder of the week. I went a bit of fun, including your bets. Umara and Perez fight to start round 2, got 23 to 1. God damn. I'll be pulling for your play, brother. I really hope that cashes for you. Martin is saying Tyson Am versus Matt Schnell to go to the distance is a great bet to juice up a parlay. I think Schnell avoids the hammers. I don't think he avoids the hammers. Anytime he gets hit, he kind of shakes and he wobbles. And in my opinion, Tyson Am is one of the hardest hitters at these lower weight classes. Excuse me. But yeah, that's going to be sketchy. I don't think Tyson Am wins the decision. So if you want to get even better odds, and you like the fight going to the distance, you might as well play Matt Schnell to go to win via decision. I don't think he finishes Tyson Am, and nor do I think Tyson Am wins a decision. The guy's just not a round winner. He is pretty much losing every single fight up until he knocks somebody out. Just throwing that out there. Babel fan, I know for a fact you would never block me on Twitter. Okay. We'll see. Don't give me a reason. That's all I'm saying. Ned's MMA podcast. What's going on, brother? I made sure to get a lot of work done yesterday so I can watch the fights during work today. That's a smart man. That's a very, very smart man right there. Mad Attack Clax G, love the content. Who do you think can finish in their fight earlier, Lazez or Simone? I think Simone can finish earlier. I truly think he gets it done in round 1. Lazez, I think round 2 or round 3. Vincent Siggers, what's good? Boob. Better chance of upset, Morozov or Perello? I think Morozov is definitely more live for an upset here. Robot Chicken Wings, what's going on, dude? Appreciate you checking out the stream as always. He's asking when I'm dropping the Dustin Connor card. So right now I got 4 breakdowns done for that. I'll be posting them all on the Patreon as soon as I'm wrapped up with the stream here. And then the remainder of the breakdowns will be posted on the Patreon after this event is done. And I'm hoping to drop the podcast by, late tonight or super early tomorrow morning. But yeah, I don't want it to go past lunchtime on Thursday. But yeah, I'll get it out as soon as I can. Dustin, following up on the question that I had for him for DraftKings, he says, I do 20 max single entries and head-to-head. I'm still kind of new in MMA DFS streets. I got a lot to learn. I'm nowhere near where most of the field is on in terms of strategy and hammering the right fight. Yeah. Like again, I'm somewhat newer to the DFS scene. I understand the ins and outs of it. I understand the strategy sides of it, and what you kind of want to be looking for. And what I'm going to be focusing on in that DFS show that I started doing for Sal is going to be giving you guys the best dog, aka the best lowest priced guy that I believe will bring most value and will win. Then I'll give you guys the best value in terms of who I believe, might have a high price tag on them, but will be able to fulfill that price tag and live up to that price tag. And then I'll try to think of other suggestions in terms of, the fate of the week, who you should be staying the fuck away from based on their salary. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into that. Brian Jameson, good luck, Lock. Let's go, Munir. Yes, I am on that Munir train. Very heavy, as you guys know, if you guys already follow me. Derek Z, I remember you were the only person who picked Jake Collier over Gian Vellante. I should have listened. He should fight Parker Porter next. I called Parker Porter via decision the week before as well. But yeah, Jake Collier via decision plus 500 against Gian Vellante was an amazing spot, and I'm very, very happy to hit that. A lot of people want to stay the fuck away from that fight, given the state of both guys. But once you really look into that fight and you just look past the fact that Tom Aspinall deaded Jake Collier in the fight before that. Obviously, Tom Aspinall was going to do that. He probably would have been able to do that to Gian Vellante too. But I truly believe that Jake Collier on his best, he is a much better fighter than Gian Vellante, and that's exactly what we got that night. Shout out for that, though. That's one of my prouder moments from 2020. Martin, what's your comments on Buckley KO? About the hype, thought it would go at least the distance. Yeah, the funny thing is, I questioned the hype. I told everybody, I'm like, Buckley is not that good, but D Creco is not the greatest either. And I thought, and I got sucked into it. I put him into a small parlay and I paid for it. And I was very, very upset and kicking myself that I fucking bought into that shit. Yeah, I don't think anybody saw D Creco winning that way though. I think if anything, I thought people would think that D Creco would win via decision. Yeah, by KO. And by KO for D Creco was plus 750. That should just give you an indication as to how unlikely that outcome was at the time. Hunter Silva's, all the decent guys I think will finish early are relatively cheap. Can't believe Umar's price. Yeah, he's very expensive in my opinion. That's my issue here with him. Collier versus Porter fight of the year, make it happen, dude. It makes the most sense, does it not? Considering the fights that they were in, the fact they were both dogs. Fucking make it happen. Come on. Lucas Gatas, I've got a Nam and Sue parlay. I don't mind that. That's a solid spot. Ryan Diamond, what's going on, dude? Appreciate you checking out the stream with me nice and early. Greg Love, in Europe, y'all don't even know how many times I fell asleep during the main and co-main. I'm sure. There's times where I've fallen asleep over here on the East Coast during the main and co-mains because I'm just a little bit too big sometimes. Bradsky, everybody seems to be super confident in Villanueva and Mohea. under 1.5. They're both bums. I kind of see a soul play, soppy, hunging match. I don't see it that way. I think Villanueva is going to try to keep his distance as much as possible, other than when he's closing the distance with his blitz attacks and his bombs. And then Mohea, if he gets him into that clinch position, I think he will be successful in being able to drag this fight to the ground. And I think from there we're going to see, Villanueva catches sixth submission loss. Gabe Yo is saying, I'm with you, Brad, on that fight. Small play on the over. Oof. I love the under 1.5. That's all I got to say. Talk MMA live. I'm taking a shot on Roxanne. From what I saw from Arujo, she got out wrestled, out hustled by I think she can get it done. It's a good price tag. You know what I mean? It's worth a shot. I'm not touching Arujo straight. I do have her on a degenerate parlay, but nothing official. But the I fight specifically, like, she did a decent job with like setting up her game with revolving around leg kicks. Anytime Arujo kind of closed the distance and tried getting her shots off, I just stood her ground through combinations of her own, and she was kind of the one landing the better shots. In a striking realm, we know Roxanne Modafferi is nowhere near the level of any of these women in the division. So her best hope is to kind of close the distance, get her body lock, and hope to get this fight to the ground. If she's not able to, it's going to look very, very ugly for her. That's all I got to say. Almost caught up with the live chat. Talk MMA Live once again is saying Nam hits like Figgy at 125. I agree. Probably harder, which is crazy to say, but the guy has a ton of power for sure. Babel, did I on Twitter, Big Marcel 24, give you a reason to block me? No. I'm kind of confused, brother. It's a little bit early and I didn't sleep last night. I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to decipher here. All right. Danny Sejo, who you think will get fight of the night? Ooh, good question. Let me just scan over the card real quick again. Ooh. Lizez Alves could absolutely be some shit. Yeah. Maybe even Rivera and Figuereto. That could be DL fight of the night. Even Mason Jones and Mike Davis. Yeah, those are my top 3 for fights of the night. Actually, even Douglas Silva, DeAndrade versus Lerone Murphy, that could be a great fucking fight as well. Greg Love is saying we have 14 fights today. I know, man. And I'm psyched for it. I'm here for all of it. Let's fucking go. Vincent Siggers, tonight's on Figueredo versus Rivera. I can't give you the best read on that fight. There's just not enough tape out there available on Francisco Figueredo to truly make an educated opinion, or at least a prediction, I should say. So just based off of what we've seen and that one fight that I do have of Figueredo and that 15 minutes, I feel like Rivera could devise a game plan that could go out there and outpoint Figueredo and possibly even drag this fight to the ground and win some minutes on top as well too. But yeah, Figueredo or Francisco is definitely not Davison, so don't expect to see Davison type shit in there. I think Figgy Bro loses. Yeah, I'm with you there. Talk MMA Live. The bearded snifter in the distance parlay plus 2,000. Ooh. So we got Sumadarji. Okay, I can see that. I am a little bit hesitant on that as the fight week has gone on, but I could definitely see that. Ricky Simone, I agree with that one. Lizez, I agree with that one. And Nam, I agree with that one. Is that in the distance really plus 2,000? Because that is a steal of a parlay. If anything, to be on the safe side, I would probably take out Sue because I could see that fight go to a decision. But yeah, those other 3, I definitely see those guys finishing. Hildsons is saying, I'm on Miro. I think she handles Leonardo easily. Yeah, I think she wins inside the distance as well, too. You could probably play that KO prop if you want to get a little fancy here. Vincent Siggers, yeah, got that part. There was this blind man, right? Figgy loses. Yes, he could lose today. We're really out here at 5 a.m. If you guys are on the West Coast, yes, it is 5 a.m. for you guys. On the East Coast for me right now, it's 8:09 a.m. Love me some early. The less amount of time that I got to wait from the moment that I wake up, the happier that I am. But given tonight's situation, I was up all night anyway, so it didn't really matter. The time fucking flew by the way. I was doing all my tape study for UFC 257, so the time just went by like that. Ben Eggs, shout out. Moyes up with us nice and early. I believe Moyes is over there in Norway, so it's probably like middle of the day for you guys. He's probably just chilling right now too. But yes, I do agree with him. Figgy's brother does suck. Martial arts fan. If I get to Nam, I will put. Okay, I'll try to let you decipher that for me, so I don't have to. Bradsky, Jones, Davis, fight of the night, man. I love Davis down in the pocket boxing. Yeah, that's absolutely up there for fight of the night. I could absolutely see that. It all depends on the durability of Jones as well, too. Like, what if Davis just goes out there and starches him in the first round, right? There isn't much of a fight there then. Michael Nguyen, I love you, Locke. I love you too, Michael. I really do. Punjabi all day, baby. Brah. Appreciate you recognizing. Bubble, bro, I'm just kidding, man. Check your Twitter DM. I expect you to get the joke. You know what? Let me see. Let me see what I got here. Okay, I didn't realize that Big Marcel is Babel fan. Why couldn't you just be Big Marcel on YouTube as well, man? Come on. Why you got to make it so difficult? Yeah, if you guys don't already follow Big Marcel, he is the only guy. Well, him and Nolan King. Those are my go-to guys when I'm trying to figure out if fight announcements are for real, if they're legit. Because Big Marcel goes out of his way. He confirms with both parties, whether it's agents, training partners, whoever the fuck it is. He has the ins and outs in this industry. So he's the only guy I really trust. So once I see him post a matchup or a cancellation or whatever the fuck, I know it's true. He's got the lowdown. Make sure you guys go follow him on Twitter at Big Marcel24. All right, let's keep things moving. There was this blind man, right? I love that name. I'm a simple man. I see a live lock fight prediction video. I click. I appreciate it, dude. I try. You guys want more live videos? Is that what I should bring to the table? Like right now, the only live that I'm doing on my channel is these fight day videos. But yeah, if you guys want to come out for some of these, maybe I'll just start doing some more impromptu ones. Waleed Raid, what's going on? Where are you disappointed you didn't get a better line on Lizez? He opened a pick 'em. Yeah, dude. So here's my thinking though. It would be great to get a pick 'em line on Lizez. Don't get me wrong. But my approach when I'm, putting picks out and putting out betting tips and stuff is trying to get a line that's closer to what everybody else is going to eventually be able to get. Like if I put out minus 115 Lizez and then, a couple days in, he's minus 220, it's not fair to the people that are tailing me to, to bet that minus 220. Like I find that to be kind of wrong. Like, sure, if I'm going out there and just putting my own little bit of money on it and, playing those openers, I will benefit from that myself, but I can't track that. Like guilt free, I won't be able to track that. I just can't. And I'm not gonna lie. I kind of look down upon people that want people to tail them, but then they're going out there and betting openers and tracking openers and stuff. I'm not that kind of guy, and I'm a man of the people. So if that means I get a bad line or I miss great line movement, it is what it is. I'm still going to track the line that I believe most people will be able to get. And that's kind of my, like, even before I used to wait till like Friday to place my bets, but now I'll go to like Monday or Tuesday or something. But I'll wait for these lines to kind of stabilize before I truly make my play and tip a play, because I think it's unfair to tip these openers or these early lines. 2:10 p.m. right now for my guy Moyes over there in Norway. Lucky you. Lucas Gatas, do you live in Ottawa as I do? No, I'm out in Toronto. Close enough. Justin Jr. is up nice and early. Shout out, Justin. I know you're on the East Coast as well, too. Nice and early for you. Don't you got school or some shit, dude? Come on. Martial arts fan, Nam KO. If I get him, I may parlay him. I think Nam KO is just a play. Plus 150. That's a solid fucking line. MMA Junior, I can stay for 8 minutes, brother. My first Google meet at 8:18. All right, makes sense. Good luck with your schooling today. Hopefully, you're able to watch the fights on another screen. Martin, Khabib's cousin debuted today. Another addition to the Dagestani crotch sniffers. This crotch sniffer has a little bit of a striking game too. His kicking game is actually pretty impressive compared to most of the Dagestanis that we've seen out there, outside of Zabit Magomed Sharipov. But yeah, I'm interested to see what Umair brings to the table in the UFC. Robot Chicken Wings is saying what up to Justin. Derek Z, the only thing that worried me about Ricky Simone was the way he looked on the scale. Yeah, that is a bit of a concern for sure, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. The guy is like a lifelong wrestler. I'm sure he's had bad weight cuts in the past, but he still comes out there and he performs. And the whole narrative of him having a shaky chin, I think that was an anomaly against Uriah Faber because we've seen him take big shots in the past before and still keep on chugging. So that Faber one, I think, is a bit of an anomaly. And I think it'll be good to go here against Pirello and get that first round stoppage. I think submission is going to be the way he goes, but I think he gets it done in the first round. Dana Walters, sup man, Magny, let's fucking go. Yep, I'm right there with you. I like Magny tonight as well. Should I dive into Mike Perry's his wife's DM? Get some platinum poon this morning. She's a looker. I know somebody was calling her horse face or some shit, but she's got a booty on her for sure. TJ Kill, Figs bro did 4 camps with him since he has last fought. Could you see him making big improvements? I don't know. It's hard to just it's hard to predict those types of improvements from a fight to fight basis, especially a fighter that we have never seen in the UFC before. Sketchy competition on the regional scene, but again, he's getting a decent matchup here in Jerome Rivera. So maybe this is the one where he actually pulls it off. Also, TJ, I believe you were in the live chat for the odd stream that we did last night. My God, you called it to a T with that Repo Man guy. I had to message a couple of the other people and be like, hey, I think I know who this Repo Man is because there's no way that somebody plugs somebody else as much as that person does. So if you're going to come into somebody's stream, especially a big stream like Odds, and you're going to try to promote yourself, try to be a little bit more deceptive or try to be a little bit more, sneaky about it. Guy's a fucking clown. Guy is an absolute fucking clown. You guys know who I'm talking about. Babel fan, made this count when I was 14, man. Never changed the name. There's got to be a way that you can change the name or at least change your avatar so that we know it's fucking you. But shout out to Big Marcel. That's my guy. By the way, also I did do a breakdown with Big Marcel for Nurmagomedov versus Morozov when they were originally supposed to fight at UFC 254. If you guys were around on my channel way back then in October, that was my 100th episode. So I had a different person on for every single fight on that card. And then I ended the show off with Ariel Hawani coming on and helping me break down the storylines for that. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go back, check out that 100th episode I did for UFC 254. But I did have Big Marcel on it, or we did record a breakdown for it. And the day I was going to put my podcast out, Umair Nurmagomedov pulled out. So I didn't end up putting it on the final episode. But or the final cut, I should say, but I did release it on my Twitter account over the last 24 hours. So if you guys want to see that, you guys can go on my timeline and check that out. But we did break down the fight together, and it was a great time for sure. Dan P, let's go Fjord. Oh, I got this girl locked at plus 100. That's a solid fucking line, especially considering that she's at like minus 180, minus 190 right now. But I think her inside the distance line is very, very nice too. So that could definitely be a spot that you could hit. Greg Love, betting aside, what a time to be a UFC fan. I do agree. I still rewatch Holloway shouting, I am the best boxer, slipping no-look punches and getting hyped. Yeah, dude, that was some fucking shit. Michael Nguyen, Manon Ferriot is going to kill someone today. I agree. Marcus Williams, good show. I like Magny by decision in main event. Nubian Bookstore, shout out to my guy, Marcus Williams. I owe this guy so much. He is legit, from what I remember, my first ever fan, like one of the first ever guys to buy a pick from me too when I was just selling picks and didn't have my Patreon. Marcus Williams is a G. He has a very successful bookstore down there in the Georgia area. I think close to Atlanta. I might be wrong off that, but it's definitely in the state of Georgia. Make sure you guys go check him out. He's such a diehard MMA fan. He travels when you were allowed to travel to Vegas for these events, he was always out there. That guy's an absolute baller. Shout out, Marcus. I appreciate you hopping on for the stream nice and early. Alan Clark, Toronto Ska Band, the Classy Rex. Look him up. I shall look him up. CD816, caffeine, cannabis, and combat. I like to go coffee, cannabis, and combat, but close enough. You know what I mean. As soon as I hop off the stream, I'm definitely hitting that second thing. Ryan Lee, so glad we got a China time zone friendly event. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are happy with that. Danny Sejo, Perry was talking shit to Hamzat. Perry talking shit to everybody. And TJ Kill know what I'm talking about. Appreciate you calling that dude out. CD816, the Holy Trinity. Yes, I agree. Crystal, what's your MMA lock of the morning? Yeah, that's so true. I guess this lock of the night thing doesn't really work out for this fucking card here. But yeah, no, I'm going with what Manula says. I bet him at minus 220. The bet slips are all out there. I got 500, aka 5 units on him at minus 220. I think that's a great return considering the type of matchup that he has ahead of him in Warley Alves. So outside of 3 minutes, if Warley Alves gets a finish outside of 3 minutes in this fight, I'd be legitimately surprised. But anything under that, I kind of would have expected to happen, but I do think it's very, very low percentage. So I do really like Munir Lizez. Love the addition of the lights in your background. Looks dope. Yeah, dude. These lights were literally the first thing I had in mind when I wanted to make the renovations to the studio, and I ordered them like mid-December. They literally just rolled in a couple of days ago. Today's what, Wednesday? They came in on Monday. So I was finally able to get them up. And the background as well, to the wallpaper in the back, I think it all looks fucking amazing. And yeah, a lot of the comments on the podcast and a lot of the compliments I've been getting are reinforcing the way that I think that it looks. I still got to like find a way to hide these wires. If you guys see it, here's the wire for the sign. And even on this side, you can kind of see it. But I'm going to get one of those things where you can just hide it up against the wall. Then I'll just paint it the same color as the wall as well too. But yeah, that's literally the only qualm that I currently have with my setup. Patty Flynn is saying so many in the distance lines feeling like obvious plays today. Gotta imagine some of these big favorites disappoint. Yeah, I could absolutely see one of these big favorites disappointing. The funny thing is the biggest favorite that I think has the shot to pull it off would be Sergey Morozov. So the Nurmagomedov side of things has me a little bit sketched out, but I think Morozov is the biggest dog that could pull off the upset today. Second, I would say would be Zarugadishev, could be second to pull off an upset. Then I'd say third would be Perello. Actually, no, wait. Third, I would say is Douglas Silva de Andrade. That's kind of the order that I have that these dogs could potentially spring the upset. Ben Eggs is saying, gas me up. Mr. Always 420, hitting the bong for you, my man. Shout out to my guy, Jim, Mr. 420. You guys obviously know him. I had him actually in studio for a Combative Tours episode months ago. Actually, it's been almost a year now. Pre-COVID, he came by. We hit a J together. We did a solid hour and a half or 2-hour podcast together. But yeah, always fun. Can't wait to hit him up again. Irregardless, you think Sue finishes him inside the distance? Initially, I thought Sue finishes him inside the distance, but as this week has gone on, I'm kind of more so leaning towards the decision prop for Sue. But I just can't get the best feel on it. Like, I think people are overblowing the durability problems that Adeshev has because he got put up by Tyson Nam last time around. And again, I believe that Tyson Nam is one of the hardest hitters at these lower weight classes. And Sue, yeah, he is a finisher. 11 of his 13 victories have come via KO, but I don't think he has that one-shot knockout power that Tyson Nam does. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him go out there and just win a decision. So if you want to play Sue at all, I think the way would be just to parlay him straight. I know it's a very chalky line, but I'm having real difficulty in terms of figuring out what his method of victory is going to be here. Especially with this KO line being minus 175-ish. I think it's very chalky for a specific prop. If you want to talk about value, I think the decision prop is the value, but having a very hard time. Him and Lerone Murphy, I'm having hard times figuring out what the best method of victory for these guys are. Ben Eggs, this card could pop off. What's your matchup of the night? Mike Davis and Mason Jones, I think, is going to be a great fight, as well as Douglas Silva de Andrade against Lerone Murphy. I think that's a great fight as well, too. Matthew Williams, Modafferi by decision plus 500 is definitely worth of prop bet if you're having a good night. What do you think? Yeah, I agree. I don't think she finishes Orujo. If Modafferi wins, it's by decision. And plus 500 is a very nice spot, too. I got a special type of butt hurt when I miss out on an over plus 400 smack underdog. Yeah, I get it. Especially the ones where you're just like, of course. Morozov could be that guy. Morozov could absolutely be that guy. So I wouldn't be mad at anybody taking a shot on him there. Modafferi is a grandma. Yes, she is. Well, she's still going out there and beating girls like Macy Barber and Antonina Shevchenko and Andrea Lee. So, just saying. Socrates, let's go. Let's fucking go. Chris Lau was saying, I got that boy named Sue. I do too. I'm a boy and I didn't even know it. And shout out to the guys that are on the stream that were also on the odd stream last night. You guys are savages. I mean, we went to fucking 11 p.m. last night, or just past 11 p.m. I think it was like 11:15. And here you guys are, like fucking, what is it? 9 hours later, chilling with your boy. Shout out. Derek Z, RDA beat Magny by overwhelming him. Chiesa then overwhelmed RDA, but I don't see Chiesa pushing around Magny. He's a grinder, but gassed in the baddest fight, and this is 5 rounds against a cardio machine. I'm right there with you. Like, I truly think that Chiesa is live for about a round and a half to max 2 rounds. I think he's going to get this fight to the ground. I'm just not so certain that he'll pull off the submission victory, right? That's the difference here. And then I do think that Magny is definitely live for a late finish. So I like that round 4 prop, and I like that round 5 prop for Magny to kind of overwhelm TKO Chiesa late, who has shown cardio issues in the past. That's my main angle here. Is I think that Chiesa is going to have cardio issues, especially if he's pushing it nice and early, trying to get a submission, getting him down and muscling these takedowns. It's going to just wear him out so much. And I think that Magny is just going to be able to dance circles around him once this fight hits the 3rd, 4th, and 5th rounds. BP, an avid viewer of my channel. Shout out, buddy. How's it going, man? I hope you're well. Why is everyone putting too much thought into how Simone looked at the wins? He looked fine. I went back and looked at previous wins, and he looked the same. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to look for something, but I agree with you. Mr. Always 420, last night was a great show. Yes, thank you, buddy. I love chilling with those guys on the odds crew, man. Like, Cody is my guy. I mean, Cody doesn't live too far from me. I've known him for over 10 years now. We're good friends. We did a lot of work together back in the day for regional MMA. But yeah, the odds crew is awesome. Michael Nuya and Locke, you so handsome. Oh, thanks, dude. How's the beard, right? The beard is what sells it. I'm trying to get it a little bit longer. In the winter, I like to keep it nice and long. But once it starts to warm up a little bit, I trim it down and shit. But yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. Some solution. What's going on, buddy? Oh, dang, it's early. It is nice and early. Rise and shine. It's fight night time. It's fight morning time, not fight night. Like, even my lock of the night, it should be MMA lock of the morning. MMA LOTM. Just say it. Henry Wells, main event def was spot with live bet potential. Yes, I do agree. If this reaches 2nd round, you're probably going to get a great price on Magny, who's more than likely going to get taken down in that 1st round, and Chiesa looks really good. Might even get a better price after round 2 if Chiesa is still successful in getting this fight to the ground after in that 2nd round. But yeah, definitely a very good live betting opportunity. Chiesa also coming off an injury he keeps alluding to, but never directly talking about, that he said was a career threatening. Yeah, he hasn't fought since January of last year. That's when he beat RDA. Was a full year ago. So he's been out of the cage for a while, whereas Neil Magny has just been racking up dubs. Pawns taught us something about that Saturday. Yes. I'm still bummed out that I didn't hit that over 1.5. God damn, it was looking so good. These guys out here playing patty cake. Yet Li Jingliang just lands that fucking bomb. TJ Kill, I think Simone will be fine. May push to finish early with bad weight cut. He looked worse than usual. Not good when so weak you can't flex at all. Luckily, I do think someone gets it done early anyway. I think he gets this guy down with relative ease right off the bat, and then pretty much just gets it done however he wants. Yep, I got you. It's the morning. I'm not sure where you're at, some solution in terms of what time zone you're at, but it is bright and early for me. It's 8:30 a.m. I'm going to be running this stream for about another 7 or 8 minutes. I got a couple things to do, obviously, before these fights kick off. One of them being to shout out to my guy Jim O'Soon. But I also got to quickly fill up the sheets for the lock of the night and the dog of the night challenge. I'm still manually cavemanning this shit over here with that. So if you are a part of the lock of the night challenge or the dog of the night challenge, I'll try to have those picks up as soon as I can. But it might be the 1st or 2nd, maybe even 3rd fight in that I'll finally be able to post those things. But yeah, I can't believe I finally caught up to the fucking chat. Y'all were killing it. absolutely killing it out here. Appreciate you guys hopping on as always. Chris Thompson, I believe you're a Patreon member. Shout out. Appreciate you guys. Might as well plug the Patreon now since I'm already caught up on all the comments. $5 a month. Support your boy. The link is in the description below. You guys get early access to all the breakdowns. You guys get a best bets and props article where I go over every single fight and give you the best bet and best prop for that. Another thing that I'm actually starting for this upcoming pay-per-view this weekend, I'm introducing it. It's called a pay-per-view parlay for the patrons. So pretty much I'm allowing the patrons to choose or vote on the 4 bets, either an over-under or a straight. It's going to be like a survey type thing. You pick your 4 best that you want to make a parlay out of, and based on the results, the 4 most popular results will be parlayed together, and I'll be putting 5% on whatever my monthly take at that point in time is from Patreon is. So currently it's going to be around like 60 or 70 bucks per parlay. And I'll put it on the parlay. If that parlay hits, I give the winnings to a random patron. So it's just another way for me to say thank you and show my appreciation to everybody that supports me on a month-to-month basis. This is strictly going to be for pay-per-view cards. So every pay-per-view, putting down money on a 4-leg parlay chosen by the patrons, and if it hits, it's going to be given back out to a random patron. So that's another perk there. Got a Discord channel as well too, which is always lively, always lit. Everybody's having fun in there too. But yeah, $5 a month allows me to break the chains of the 9 to 5 is kind of the phrase that I like to use. I want to get rid of this 9 to 5 so I can do this thing full time for you guys. So 1, I can sleep a little bit more. 2, I can get my health back in check because your boy got some quarantitties out here ever since this pandemic started. Just no time to really do anything else. You know what I mean? Just holding down the 9 to 5 while tape studying, trying to tape up fucking 12 to 14 fights on a weekly basis, not to mention all the last minute pullouts and changes we get. It's definitely time consuming. And I'm so close to doing this shit full time, and a huge part of it has to do with everybody that's supporting your boy on the Patreon. So I'm gonna do my best to give you guys winners on a week to week basis, and y'all just shoot your boy $5 a month, and it covers all the gratitude that I could show you guys. That's for sure. All right, let's get back to the comments here. Michael Nunez, and I put the house on Lizez. Please don't put the house on Lizez. Yes, I do believe that Lizez wins, but show some discipline. Don't make sure if you guys lose, as just I do, if I lose my lock of the night play, I'm not homeless. That's all I'm going to say. Discipline, 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 discipline. All right. Frankie Ortiz got to get the pre-fight medication. And yes, I agree. I'm right there. Mr. Always 420, my guy Jim is saying, thanks for all the great content, man. I appreciate you as well, Jim. Trust me. I really, really do. Dustin Chaput, have a good day, bro. Let's secure the bag. Yes. Again, I appreciate you coming over from Salvetri's channel. I hope to provide you with some solid DFS content starting on Thursday and moving forward from there. Big ups, man. Good luck on everyone's bet. Yes. Good luck, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by the stream. Ben Eggs is saying, does Lizez do it inside the distance? Trying to target the best round betting for this for this card. Lizez in round 3 is plus 750. Yeah, I think round 2 or round 3 for Lizez, but I do think he gets it done inside the distance. I'd honestly be shocked if Wally Alves actually handles the second and third round without dying or getting knocked out. Chris Thompson, good luck today, brother. I think we got a good one on our hands today. I hope so too. I think I got a really good slate as well. I think I got some good bets, and I can't wait to get it going. Michael New Year is saying, I got Lizez TKO round 3. I could see him getting it done in round 2. So just to be on the safe side, I'd sprinkle a little bit there as well. Dan Man, Patreon is 100% worth it, not only for MMA, but there's knowledgeable guys for other sports. Yes, I got to give a big shout out to everybody else that's in it too. We have a community picks thread in the Discord, which a lot of guys drop some college basketball, some football, some Chinese basketball. Yeah, and they do it unprompted as well too, which is what I love. These guys have built a great community, and not just for MMA, but other shit too. So yeah, shout out to Dadman for letting us know about that, or letting you guys know about that. Ben is saying, time to get silly on this line. Yeah, the line that I'm getting silly on, and shout out to everybody that's stuck on this stream for the entirety of it. But the line that I got silly on is Neil Magny, round 4. On my book, I had it plus 2,400. And round 5, I got plus 2,900. So I got some lunch money on those plays too. I think those are very solid spots, especially for odds that I believe are way out of whack. And considering the types of fighters that we have here in terms of Michael Chiesa being a notorious gasser and Neil Magny being the gazelle, the guy that goes out there and can just keep going for 10 rounds. I think he could absolutely overwhelm Chiesa on the feet and get maybe a standing finish up against the cage, as we've seen in the past when guys just absolutely gas, but the guy throwing the strikes doesn't have the greatest amount of power, but yet he's still able to go out there and just accumulate a ton of strikes and unanswered strikes. That's what I'm seeing from Neil Magny here. All right, my voice is absolutely losing it right now. Let's just close off on these last couple comments. Greg Love, redemption time. I absolutely agree. Let's fucking go. Ooh, that's gas, especially with Chiesa looking mad ill. Yes, sir. Average Joe is saying LMAO. Neil needs to change his nickname to the Gazelle. Isn't it the Gazelle? Or did he change his nickname? I might be off on that. Oh, wait, sorry. It's the Haitian Sensation. I totally forgot that he changed it. But yeah, it used to be the Gazelle. That's why I keep calling him the Gazelle. I totally forgot that he changed his nickname. Good point, Average Joe. All right. We hit the hour mark on the stream. That's usually my go-to to get the fuck out of here. I got a couple of things to do. We got 25 minutes until the fights kick off. I got a couple of things that I need to take care of before then. Shout out to everybody that hopped on. Make sure you guys hit make sure you guys hit that like if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe as well if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Big help there if you just subscribe to the channel. And then if you want to go the extra mile, the Patreon is the way to show your boy the most support. $5 a month. That's all I'm going to ask for. All right. Good luck on your bets today. Hopefully the lock of the night play comes through today, and hopefully I can make up for that shit show of the last event. And then we can go into UFC 257 with some serious steam. All right. Good luck, guys. Let's fucking kill it. Last minute parlay going down 5 over-unders. Fuck it. Do you want me to tell you 5 over-unders, or you got 5 over-unders? Because I'll give you 5 over-unders if you want a 5 over-under. Let me know quick. You got 2 minutes to let me know if you want me to let you know the best 5 over-unders, or if you got the 5 over-unders. I'm trying to help you guys out. You got 2 minutes. Let me sip my water and give you a minute to let me know what you mean. Also, shout out to Kanika, one of the big dispensaries up here in Canada. So it looks like my guy is saying he's got them, but he wants to hear my favorite over-unders here. All right, let me see what I can give you guys. I like the under 4.5 in the main event. I like the under 2.5 in Lizez Alves. I like the under 1.5 in Villanueva and Mojia. I like the under 2.5 in the Nam Schnell fight, and the under 2.5 in the Simone Perello fight. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your 5. So under in the Chiesa Magny, under in the Lizez Alves, under in the Villanueva Mojia, under in the Schnell Nam fight, and then under in the Simone and Perello fight. All right. Hope that helps you guys out enough. Fioro Leonardo no distance parlay. I do. I don't think that goes to the distance, so I do like that. All right, I gotta get the fuck out of here, guys. I got a bunch of shit to do. Got 22 minutes before the fights kick off, so I'm trying to get it all done. All right, good luck on your bets tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Propping You Up show with Cody, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be doing that for UFC 257. That's tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. As always, with the Odds Crew final weigh-in for UFC 257, and then the MMA Lockcast Live, this stream, fight day stream that I do 1 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. All right, I'll see you guys then. Good luck on your bets, and hope you guys have fun.